Good morning, Berlin. It's going to be a great day out today. Temperatures are expected to reach the upper 70s. In St. Petersburg, it's going to be 74, and in Königsberg, it's going to be 73. Now for some local news.
Oh, honey. Why are you sleeping in the middle of the street?
Wait, let me take a look at you. Oh, you look terrible. You need to stay home from work today.
But I can't. I have to go in. I have a presentation to give. The king is gonna be there. It's on graph theory.
The king can wait. You need to stay here and rest. Tell you what, I have to run some errands today at the market, but I'll be back later in the evening to take care of you. But if you need anything, send a messenger pigeon, all right?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you soon, honey.
She bought it! Incredible! One of the worst performances in my career, and she still bought it. Truth is, I need a little bit more time to work on my graph theory presentation for the king. So hopefully he doesn't mind that I take a sick day to do it. Time to hit the town and figure out what I need.
Good morning, peasants. Euler. Euler. Euler.
Oh, my king. My best friend's sister's boyfriend's girlfriend got a letter from this kid who had a messenger pigeon that said Euler was out sick today. Sounds like it's pretty serious.
Thank you, unwashed peasant. Of all the days to skip class, Cyclops, you were a royal pain in my Don't even remember why I made you a professor at this academy. My academy. We shall stay here until the slacker known as Bueller decides to show his ungrateful face. I swear, if I see that man gallivanting around town, I will... That bastard is gallivanting around town! Guard, come with me. We'll have this man in irons.
So, the first step to graph theory is... well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet. That's the whole point of my little day off. I have some of the basic things down, like nodes, which are points on a graph, and edges, which connect those points. But I still need one big idea, which explains to the king why this is so important. I just hope he's not too upset. No, wrong mathematician. Say, if I'm gonna be presenting something, I'm gonna need a marker to write stuff down. After all, it always helps to have a visual representation for a concept that doesn't exist yet, right? Luckily, there's a conveniently placed marker salesman over there in that alley. How helpful for our plot.
Hello, potential customer. Can I interest you in some fine ink-producing devices?
Say, marker salesman, you look pretty familiar. Have I seen you before?
No, I don't think we've met. Now, before I just sell my markers willy-nilly to you, I need you to prove your identity. After all, markers kill, and I can't just have anybody roam the streets with them.
Don't you know who I am? Give me that.
My God, you're Leonhard Euler. But wait, Aren't you supposed to be giving a presentation today? My son was at that lecture.
We had some complications. We ran out of ink for the whiteboards. It's a new thing. They haven't rolled it out to the peasantry yet.
Well, say, how about this? May I interest you in the new Expo Super Inker Deluxe Legendary Edition, Rose Gold Edition, all for the low price of 2 marks. What do you say?
I'll take it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
My God! It's one of Frederick's famous immovable knights!
Now guard, don't let that Leonhard Euler cross your path.
Yes, sir. Hold there!
I guess he found out I was skipping. I'll have to find another path.
Cyclops! Where did you go, Cyclops?
Wow. Luckily, since I took a different path than the path I took before, the king didn't catch me. But now I have to find a whiteboard for this presentation. Good thing there's one in this tree here. We're all ready.
Cyclops! Vroom, vroom! I'll get you, Cyclops!
Oh my God! He found me!
Vroom, vroom! Come here, Cyclops! I'll get you! Lance, my trusty steed, you couldn't catch you, Cyclops! Damn you, Cyclops!
Ah, crap. I forgot batteries haven't been invented yet. I am so close. But this whole day I've just been running around avoiding the king. And now there's no way back because of the guards that he's placed. That's it! This whole day, it's just been a circuit. A circuit for me! An Eulerian circuit! Eureka! The places I've been are the nodes. The streets are the edges between the nodes. And if I just go back to the academy, I'll have completed the circuit. This whole day has been the basis for my graph theory presentation. It's so simple. It's gonna take so long to get to the academy on foot. Thank God that there's this conveniently placed car here. Only problem is that there's a poor defenseless man in it. Math can fix this. What are the digits of E?
I don't know what that is. Ah! My car. I'll never forgive math for this.
Euler, I got you.
King Frederick. How nice of you to join the class. Please, take your seat, and without any disruptions this time. Now, to get started, what exactly is graph theory? Well, graph theory is less of a formulaic discipline of math, but it is rather a way of thinking. a method of simplifying complex networks and systems. You see, there are two fundamental components of graph theory, and those are nodes and edges. Simply put, nodes represent events, locations, people, or whatever the network is built out of. For the purposes of this presentation, we will be imagining them as locations. Edges, in turn, connect those nodes and are representative of how the nodes are related, how two people know each other, or if you can get from point A to point B, for example. Now, these edges can get pretty complex, as they can be assigned weights or directions, but right now, we're just gonna worry about the unweighted edges with no directions. By using nodes and edges, any system can be represented and interpreted through graph theory.
So, does this solve that problem in Königsberg that we had with the bridges?
Ah, the 7 bridges of Königsberg. In this famous, or maybe infamous, problem, we find ourselves in the city of Königsberg, Prussia. Now, in this city, there are 7 bridges, of which I'm sure will always be there and nothing bad will happen to them ever. 4 of these bridges connect the mainland to the first island. 2 of these bridges connect the mainland to the second island, and there is 1 bridge connecting the 2 islands together. When I was given this problem back in 1736, my objective was simple. Find a route that crossed over all 7 bridges once and only once, and return to the place that you started. After I invented graph theory, I discovered the solution. And the long anticipated resolution of this problem is that it's impossible. But how did I come to that conclusion? Well, it all comes down to graph theory. When simplified into nodes and edges, the bridges of Königsberg look like this. A lot simpler to understand, right? But if that's the case, how come I still couldn't find any solutions? Well, that's because we're looking for something very special. A set of conditions that is too important to exist for just any graph. We're looking for an Eulerian circuit.
So, how do you prove a graph has an Eulerian circuit?
Aha! Well, lucky for you, I've come up with a very special formula just for that. Well, it's not exactly a formula, more of a theorem. That is to say, if any network fulfills these criteria, an Eulerian circuit will exist for that network. The criteria are as follows. The network is connected, that is to say, a circuit is actually able to exist in the graph, and each node in the network has an even degree. The degree of a node is determined by the number of edges that connect to the node. For example, node A in this graph has a degree of 3, while node B only has a degree of 2. Anyway, this network does not have an Eulerian circuit, since 2 of its nodes have an odd degree. However, if I add lines here and here, all nodes now have an even degree, leaving us with an Eulerian circuit. Now, equipped with that knowledge, let's go back to the Königsberg bridges. Now, the keen among you will notice that, in fact, every single node on this graph has an odd degree. So, an Eulerian circuit definitely doesn't exist here.
Euler, dude, what if I want to start and stop at different nodes?
Ahaha! I've already thought of that, too. I call it an Eulerian path, and I've created a special theorem just for it as well. You see, a network has an Eulerian path if there are exactly 2 nodes with an odd degree. Just as an example, let's go back to the graph I had used as an example for an Eulerian circuit. As of right now, each node in this graph has an even degree. However, Let's see what happens if we add an edge between node C and node E. Holy moly! We've created a graph that has two nodes with an odd degree. This time, if we try to create an Eulerian circuit as so, we can't do it. We'll notice that although we are able to hit every edge, there is no way that we can return to the node that we started at. And just like that, I, the magnificent mathematician Leonhard Euler, have proved two of the most important and applicable concepts in theoretical mathematics. I think just for that, I deserve to name another thing after myself. Maybe a number or a line or something.
So, why is this Eulerian circuit so important? And why'd you name it after yourself?
Why isn't it so important? I'm Euler! Fine, I'll actually answer your question. Since I invented graph theory, we'll start off with that. Graph theory is used absolutely everywhere. Anytime there's a complicated network in the world, there's a team of mathematicians using the principles I created with graph theory to interpret the system and ensure that it is running smoothly. Mapping linguistics, directing traffic, ensuring planes don't crash into each other as they travel from airport to airport. And even the internet, whatever that is, involve loads of graph theory to ensure that the systems don't fall apart by the seams. But what about Eulerian circuits and paths in particular? Of course, those are important too. I invented them. Eulerian circuits and paths are mostly used to optimize routes when trying to visit many locations in as little time as possible, like delivering mail, checking parking meters, or picking up the recyclables on trash day. Circuits and paths are especially important when time is of critical danger, such as trying to rescue victims of a natural disaster. These are also useful in other situations where it is best to only visit each place once, such as paving roads, as going over the same road multiple times would waste asphalt, and therefore money. Eulerian circuits are all around us and are a part of everyday life, whether you know it or not. Now, unfortunately, although I know you all would just love to see more of my amazing creations, I have fulfilled my minimum required time by King Frederick, so I gotta bounce. But lucky for you, on your desks are 5% off coupons for my new instructional CD, Graphs Rule. Anyway, that's all I have time for today. Smell you later.
Back. That's what the people have been waiting for.
No, you have to stay here and rest. Oh, look at you, you poor thing. I'll tell you what. I have Hello, potential customer.
I was gonna do a thing where it's like,
Reach for the sky.
ain't no way. There's no way.
I guess I'm on foot from now on. I'm so close.
Well, my best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother. I forgot it.
But it's gonna take forever to get to the academy. Thank God there's a Don't you know who I am? Give me that.
It's that one.
No, it's not. Oh,
Well, my best friend's sister's boyfriend's girlfriend got a message. Hello, potential customer. Can I interest you in some fine ink-producing devices? Sorry. Ignore the paper that went everywhere. Ignore that.
Okay.
That's integral to the plot.
Integral, I get it.
Oh god, shut up.
Oh, no, I got sauce on my dress.
Thank God there's a conveniently placed car here. Only problem is that there's a poor, defenseless man in it. Math can fix this. What are the digits of E?
I don't know what that is. Ah!
After the glass breaking scene where Aidan threw a light bulb on the ground, and before we did this scene, Aidan told us it was anti-break plastic, or not plastic, glass. So we thought it wouldn't go everywhere, but it went everywhere. So we're sweeping it up now, but it's a good thing Jay's parents won't be home for another 2 hours. And you know, he's tired. I'm glad that he pulled off that scene. We all almost burst out laughing because we weren't expecting the bulb to break that much. And it's a good thing we didn't, because we didn't have any other bulbs. That was a one-take shot right there. But yeah, we're pretty much done now, so.
So anyway, Euler, how did you come up with the idea for an Eulerian circuit?
Well, I was kind of thinking about the orbit of Uranus.
Euler? Euler? Oh shit.